pictures on the trip with your friends. Bad dog, we don't count it, just spend. Make our own, we don't follow the trends. Hundred on our own expense. Only live once, so we let's take, don't miss. Pour 'em all out, then reload it. More drinks, more sips, more time getting spent on text. More things that I gotta confess. Let's be honest for once and own it. Lose ourselves and live in the moment. When they doubt, we just show them. Private plane, we just...
Along the shores of Lake Erie, the Dog Pound already in full roar. We welcome you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Cleveland Browns. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That's Brandon McManus to get this one underway. Off we go from Cleveland. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Sanders now to the air right away. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On the ground, here's Dylan Sampson. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
Oh, intercepted. What a bad start on the 3rd play. That's the linebacker, Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Down. Flat. 95. Hut.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and
8. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 8.
Come on, set, ready.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Flush to his right. That is hauled in at the 5. To the pylon, he's in. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready?
As Shador on first down. Open man is the tight end, Harold Fannin. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now, Shador. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Panther 11. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Sanders. He's got his man complete. That's Judy. They get 14 on that hookup. 1st down, Cleveland.
That's good.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Gravity Ryan.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
2nd and 17.
18, cut 19, cut 19, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready?
From the gun, it's Shador. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Go! Buffalo 80.
Out of the gun, it's Sanders. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Let's go now. 70, 60, 19 tight, 19 tight.
They're going on 4th down. Sanders going for it all. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th down. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Love. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Drill green. Yellow. 22.
Back to the air, it's Love. That one too far out in front to be brought in, and it's incomplete. Josh Jacobs was the intended receiver. 3rd down coming up.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
They get 18 on that one. Good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Let's go
First
now.
and 10 at the 38-yard
Two,
line.
blue. Ready?
Here's Love. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Ready, ready. Set.
Now Love. On the run to the right. Taking off.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here we go, here we go.
In motion, it's Golden. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute. Third and 7.
Ready?
Here's Love to throw. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
Daniel Whelan in punt formation for the Packers.
Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. On play action, Shador. That is caught right side, and that's Bandit. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
There's no more efficient play in the NFL, Mike, than the play-action passing game, and you can see here why. You make the defense have to honor both the run and the pass, and he's able to pick up a nice gain to his tight end.
And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. It's going to be third. They need one.
Third and 1.
Come on, set. 19, Tiger, 19. Ready, ready.
We're trying to run here with Sampson. And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards. Able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
First down.
Set up.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Mustang 19. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Sanders. That's caught. It's Isaiah Bond. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Second and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Buffalo 18. Ready.
From the gun, it's Sanders. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Dylan Sampson was the man he was trying to hook up with there. And it's going to be 4th down.
Warriors, let's go now. Viking 18. Let's go.
He'll try to throw for it with Sanders. That's taken in. And he's going to pick up the Browns' first down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that 4th down conversion.
For a Browns
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
first and 10 at the 40.
To throw again is Sanders. Going deep downfield for Judy. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. It is a big play for the Browns. 36 yards.
First and 10 at the 12-yard
Down
line.
at the 12. It's first and 10. Throwing again is Sanders. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Second down and 10.
Dragon 60. Let's go. Cougar 19.
Sanders going to throw again. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover.
He works free, right side. And he will dive into the end zone. 78 yards. Touchdown, Green Bay. McManus on for the point after. He knocks it through. And the Packers move out on top, 14-0. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now return coming from the 7th. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 79 Bronx, Hawk 19. 69, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 Lions. Ready?
Throwing now, Sanders on first down. Going deep downfield for Judy. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready, ready.
Play action, it's Sanders. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Jerry Judy, the intended target. It's second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
On second down here, Sanders is going to air this one out. And now he loses the football. And they're going to get this one back. Wouldn't that be something? Double turnovers, but instead, they'll keep possession after the interception.
For most of these defensive linemen, Mike, they go the entire season and never touch the ball. So when they get their shot, they try to take advantage of it, and that's exactly what this big guy did here. Wasn't quite taken all the way for a touchdown, but he sets his offense up in a great spot.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Brandon McManus and the field goal unit come on. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. So Matt LaFleur will send out the field goal unit. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. This will be returned from the 6. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line.
Ready. Yellow, 22. Hut.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. He'll take a shot downfield for Musgrave. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go. Set.
Love to throw. Out to his right. He'll tuck it and take off. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line. A big play there on the scramble. 31 yards.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Set, red, hut.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's Dobbs, open left side. And he'll be out of bounds down around the 40. A big gainer for Green Bay. And even 30 yards.
1st and goal, Green Bay.
Here's Jacobs. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. From back at the 13-yard line, it is 2nd and goal. That'll be caught. It's Josh Jacobs. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Love, forced out wide. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Okay, right? Come on, set. 33, yellow. Set.
They'll go for it. Love. Now he'll work his way out right. And this will pay off. It is caught. Matthew Golden. Touchdown, Packers.
Great job here on...
First time I done got wild in a long time. We didn't have a good time, not a long time. Prime time, feeling like Dion in the limelight. Showdown, trying to blow it down, get my mind right. Oh, hey, what you know? Ain't crashing out, but my pedal is to the floor. Whether in the clouds or down below, all I wanna do is hear you get loud. So get loud. So get loud. So get loud. I take the first, you keep them coming. We know a lot about turning nothing to something. We doing big things, ain't never bluffing. Top of the world, ain't no doubt in mine, it's about time. Whoa. Hey, what you know? Ain't crashing out, but my pedal is to the floor. Whether in the clouds or down below, all I wanna do is hear you get loud. So get loud. So get loud.
First opened in 1957. Welcome inside what's still one of the great stadiums of the NFL. legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, home of the Packers. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Green Bay Packers. A welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. Off we go from Green Bay. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
Ready. Here we go. Set.
Love to throw to get started. This one is caught by Luke Musgrave. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Love to throw it on first down. Rolling right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. 13 yards on the catch there. First down, Packers.
That's another Packers first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing is Love. Here's a screen taken in by Jacobs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head. He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
He's got his tight end. That's Musgrave. Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark him out of bounds at the 1-yard line. They get 24 on that one, and just like that, it's first and goal. This opening drive, it has been a work of art.
Here we go.
Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. Jacobs will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return is Sean Tucker. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
180. Pistol.
Here's Baker to begin with a pass. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
180.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Real. What?
Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. Looking downfield for Otten. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Got him in! It's Ibuka, complete! And he's going to have the Buccaneers' 1st down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
And he'll be out of bounds here, and it's only a gain of a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the 1st quarter. 7-0 is our score. And we're back at Lambeau Field in just a moment. 3rd and 9.
Hey, alert, left. 180. Up, left. Kings. Run.
To throw is Mayfield. Our pass, it's complete. It's Shepard. 15 yards through the air. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
A gain of 15. And the Buccaneer 1st down.
Here's Mayfield working from the pistol. That's caught left side by Otten. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another 1st down. On play action, Mayfield. And he's going to wind up going out of bounds. That's a big mistake. He needed to just fling that to the sideline. Instead, it'll be a huge loss.
I understand what he's trying to do, Mike. He's thinking, can I extend this play? Can I get out of the pocket and buy some time for my receivers? But on these early downs, that's a ball that just needs to be thrown away.
On 2nd down, Baker. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Body his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this 1st half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
This one is caught by Shepard. A pretty good comeback, to say the least. Not enough for a 1st down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's in! Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
On the return, it's Williams. Yeah! He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set, ready?
Love to throw on 1st and 10. That's left side, caught by Musgrave. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. 2 minutes to play. First half, all tied at 7. Back with more from Lambeau Field after this.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Set, ready. 50, green. Ready?
On 1st and 10, here comes Jacobs. He'll manage only a couple. Mikey Smith, they're on the stop.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
On the set.
They face 2nd down and 7.
To go. Black, 95. Set, hut.
From the gun, it's Love. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
Down. Yellow, 43. Hut, hut.
Back to throw is Love. That complete to Jacobs. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? Here's Love to throw. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
And he'll slide to a halt after picking up about 6. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go until halftime.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
And they'll pick up the 1st down, a gain of about 4.
And that 1st down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath, focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
2nd down throw from Mayfield. Pass pulled in by Irving. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
18 on the play. 1st down, Buccaneers.
To throw is Mayfield. To the tight end, Otten with the grab. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The Buccaneers forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
1st down.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. Pass thrown deep for Godwin. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Evan Williams. So, we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. To return is Tucker. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Hey, 133.
On first and 10, here's Baker. A short one there to Otten. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
A gain of
12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Mayfield to throw on first and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Now Mayfield. Catch made right side. It's Johnson. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. Third down and 3. Throwing is Mayfield. He's got a man. That's the tight end, Otten. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
He was trying to get that one to Bucky Irving. And it'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Back to the air, it's Mayfield. They'll look underneath here for Irving. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. On first down is Mayfield. Moving outside the pocket. Now he'll run.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
They go play action with Mayfield. There's a reception for Chris Godwin. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. Good for a Buccaneers first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
180. What's up?
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they'll have first and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
4 yards. That's another Buccaneers first down. First and goal, Tampa Bay.
Here's Mayfield. He pulls it in around the 5.
Mayfield's pass.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now third.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. Irving is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready. Black, 95. Set.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Flush to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Set, ready, set.
Throwing on 2nd down, Love. This is intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Buccaneers will take a 21-7 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Here's Williams on the return. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Let's go now. White, white, yellow, 22. Hut, hut.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
Red, cycle. Blue, 32. Ready, ready.
Back to the air, it's Love. Exiting the pocket right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. They'll get 19 out of that play. Good for a Green Bay first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Come on, set. 50, grit, set.
From the gun, it's Love. Moving to his right. Now he'll air one out. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Set, ready.
Back to throw is Love. Forced to his right. He's going to try it here again. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike, the ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Quay Walker.
Mayfield's pass intercepted. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 43-yard
Here's 1st
line.
and 10.
Here we go, set. Black 40. Ready?
Now Love. Throw on the run is complete. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
It's 2nd and inches at the Buccaneers' 48-yard line.
Now 2nd and inches.
Ready, ready. 52, blue. Hut.
They'll drop to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's out of bounds with the first down. So they get a new set of downs. And just as importantly, stop the clock.
That's good for a Packers
Down. Block
first
it.
down.
Six.
Here's Love. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
Throwing is Love. He'll get this one out to Jacobs. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
Jacobs. That's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 3.
Now Love. Flush to his right. Along the sideline, a nice catch. The feet in. It's a short gain, but it'll move the chains. A first down.
And the Packers first down.
Huge yellow.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Love. That is hauled in at the 5. And he is out of bounds.
It's a gain of
It picks up 25 yards and gives them a golden opportunity. It's first and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here we go. First and goal.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Love to throw. He's hauled in at the 2. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. On second down, to the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Every defensive coordinator, Mike, in the NFL preaches one thing about red zone defense. Keep them out of the end zone. Make them settle for 3. Well, what do? With that interception, they take it to another level, and they get off the field without allowing a single point.
That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation. And we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
Mayfield to throw on first and 10. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Open man downfield, that's Godwin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Now the Bucs will take their first timeout, and they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game. Here's first and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second. They stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. On second down, Baker. This one on target to Godwin. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
That's another Buccaneers first down. A gain of 26 yards. First down, Tampa Bay.
Regular.
On first and 10, here's Baker. That's thrown right side, but incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable?
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Green Jack. Here we go. Hut, hut.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. That one on target to Watson. That one good for 26 yards.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
Working across the field, he spots Watson. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So, a win here for the visiting Bucks. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play. And in the end, they come away with the victory. We're here at the confluence of the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela Rivers, and welcome you to Acrisure Stadium on the North Shore of Pittsburgh, the home of the Steelers. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olsen. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Oh, and he gets it all wrong. Penalty flag's going to come in and mark this one out beyond the 40-yard line. A-Rod down to throw on 1st down. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a 1st down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. A pickup of 14 on that one. Good for a Steeler first down.
Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers. He's got room to roam. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
That's another Steelers first down.
They'll throw again. Here's Rodgers. And he'll take it on in. Roman Wilson. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, it's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Here comes Will Shipley on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
That's Goddard in motion. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 2.
They'll come up on a second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. That's the linebacker, Alex Highsmith.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left.
Oh, the ball's out. The Eagles have it. Inside the 30. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. And, Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
To return is Kenneth Gainwell. Crazy. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Out of the pistol, Rodgers to throw. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Pat Freiermuth, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's complete to his running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45. They get 21 on that one. That's a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
To the air once more, it's Rodgers. That's caught by the tight end, Smith. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 24 through the air. good for a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Again, it's Rodgers. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Rodgers going up top again. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. 18 yards on the pickup there. That's a Steeler first down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of sevens on the scoreboard. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. They've got a 2nd and 8 coming up. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. Jalen Phillips gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And he's in. Calvin Austin. Touchdown Steelers. Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. And that's going to be picked by Jalen Ramsey. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Brings up second and goal.
Throwing, Rodgers. That is caught side of the end zone. DK Metcalf. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with them.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Hurts looking to throw on first down. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 37.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. On the run to the right. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be second down. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. Big-time play for Philly. 39 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
Hurts will try it again. Quick slant into the hands of Smith. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play. Hurts again. Out to his right. And this ball incomplete on third down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on fourth down? They
to the goal line and in. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles.
You just had a feeling that this might be coming, right? It's kind of been brewing all game, Mike. You see it so often on fourth down. The most difficult play to defend deep in the red zone is quarterback scramble. The defense lets the quarterback get outside the pocket. It puts so much pressure on your paced defenders in the secondary, and they can't latch on, and he takes it on himself.
On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over. No. Inside. Go to 50.
First down for Aaron. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar.
Hey, check 26. Blue 58. Blue 58.
Rodgers on first down. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. And that is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it'll lead to a second down. To throw is Rodgers. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. On first and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got it at the 7. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's first and goal.
The 5-yard line. Take 30.
Here's Warren. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. A little closer. Here's second and goal.
Pickup of 2. Brings up second and goal.
Warren. Touchdown. Pittsburgh.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Gibson now on the return. He's to midfield. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A first down throw for Hurts. Forced out wide, taking a shot downfield for Smith.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. John Dotson was the intended receiver there. And it's going to bring up a third down. To throw is Hurts. He'll let this go for Goddard. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. To the air again, Hurts. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 258. Checkmate. Check 30. 258.
A-Rod down to throw on first down. Rolling right. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack. But then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there is probably the best possible outcome.
Hey, 88, 88, 88.
Rodgers here on second down. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
On first down, it's Hurts. Open man, downfield, he's got his tight end, Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. That pickup, good for 29 yards.
First down.
63, 60.
29 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Hurts to the air on first down. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10.
It's a gain of
So 31 yards on this play. A second big one in a row and another first down.
A gain of 31 yards. First down, Eagles.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Moving outside the pocket. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up second and goal.
You know, once he broke the pocket, Mike, I actually thought he was just going to call his own number and become a runner. I thought he had some green grass out in front of him to take it in, but he decides to put it in the air instead and falls incomplete.
Again, Hurts. Flushed to his right. He keeps it himself.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
On third down, here's Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on fourth down. Now, Hurts. And this is caught! Wow, the decision to go pays off. Dallas Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles are back to within 7. It's 28-21.
Eagles 21. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Here's Gainwell to return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
A first down throw from Rodgers. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 17 yards, the gain there. Good for a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Play action now with Rodgers. He's got Freiermuth open on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Rodgers. He'll get back to Jalen Warren. And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 18-yard line.
Inside.
Throwing Rodgers. Right back to Warren again. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Jalen Warren. Touchdown Steelers. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Man in motion is Smith. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Receiver in motion, going right.
At the 31-yard line.
So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 31, here's 2nd and 6.
Go Silver, ready?
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 16.
1st and 10.
That's good for the Eagles. 1st down.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Exiting the pocket right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Hey, let's go.
Another Eagles 1st down. It's a gain of 35. And an Eagle 1st down.
Hurts again. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Down inside the 10. And he's going to be marked out down at the 5. Give him a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
Hurts will try it again. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
Brings up 2nd and goal. At the Steelers' 4-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. That one too far. Over the end line. Overthrow. It is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. On 4th and goal, they've got it. Devontae Smith. Touchdown, Eagles. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance. But can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's Rodgers. And he finds his tight end Fryer move. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. It's a gain of 19 in the air. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Adoree Jackson. And he's going to be looking at a short field for the offense after the INT. Chance to tie the game or even take the lead.
You just simply can't make this throw, Mike. I mean, not only do you give the ball away when you're in prime scoring position, but then you allow the guy to take the ball all the way back, and now the offense of your opponent takes the field with a ton of confidence, all the momentum, and
he's into the end zone. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. This is 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rob. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's to the big tight end, Fryer move. Here's 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 49.
Warren. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Moving to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on 1st down.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
From the gun, Rodgers. He finds Austin with the ground. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. They'll run here. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal. So the Eagles will use their 1st timeout here, and they stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. One more time with Warren. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. Clock stops with 33 seconds remaining. It is 3rd and goal.
58!
Rodgers to throw. Throwing it out wide, and Metcalf has it. And he's taken down, and now they can take this all the way down, call the timeout, and set up the game-winning field goal try. So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell in a big spot. This a potential game winner. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, and they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ballgame. So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This one he's got to have.
And that's just got to be a great feeling over on that sideline. I mean, an excellent job by this offense to give yourself a chance to win it. And then this kick. I mean, what's left to be said? It was never in doubt, and it's going to lead this team to a victory.
That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. Open man, downfield is Smith. And he'll be taken down, and that is going to do it. Oh, the comeback falls short. Time runs out. This game is over. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.